Good morning. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Miss C's cottage. I'm Miss C, home of the Sun Bunny, and Jennifer's here from across the pond. Welcome in, Jennifer. I'm so glad you made it today. And I think that's probably one of my favorite yarns for making fall bunnies for the fall. Today I'm working on the gumball blanket that Dana is doing. Well, I got a lot of things going today. I'm going to put a border on a blanket and send it off. There's Jet and One. Hello, little Carrie. How are you today? And Elizabeth Toller, welcome in. There's Dory. I got happy mail from Dory today. We're going to open up part of my Wacky Wednesday happy mail. Mama Wench, aka Marianne. How are you doing, Marianne, in that little trailer of yours? You weathering this heat? I hope so. My grandmother and grandfather lived in a mobile home, and whenever I went out there, we went out and spent the summers out there, my sister and I, and it was so warm. Nicole, welcome in. Oh, you came in from Carrie's. Thank you so much, Nicole. And there's Dawn P, my beautiful, beautiful Dawn P. The Crochet Cabin, welcome in. Doing good. The portable AC I was gifted is a blessing. Well, that's good. I think at first you weren't sure if it was going to work, but so I'm glad to hear that it is. My daughter got me a gift card from Joann's after seeing your Bloom yarn in DK. I got some in baby spring. Oh, isn't it the prettiest yarn? I just love that DK. And I showed you the, I think I showed you the blanket that I'm knitting with it. The Elephant Stampede, yeah. It's Kimmy, the Crochet Cabin. Well, hello, Kimmy. I'm going to have to write that down in my book because, or did I? And forgot it, which could be. Don't see it here. Yeah, the Crochet Cabin, Kimmy. Yes, I do have you in the book. And Rebecca McCauley, hello, welcome in. Dozer gets crafty. Dozer. Welcome to Miss C's cottage, home of the somebody. And there's my Jody. I love you, Ola Joe. I have loved you for a long time. Ola Joe has this wonderful ship's bell, and when you go into her channel, she raises the bell and says, "Welcome aboard, Miss C." And her voice is just, it's so calm and so welcoming. Even if you were afraid of the water, you'd get on that boat with her. You lurk away, sweet pea. And Michelle D. And there's Carrie herself, bringing her Elephant Stampede. Thank you. And Sally Stevens, and all in the chat. Hello, Sally Stevens. Angela Branham. Welcome in, Angela. And Nellie Hendrick. Dozier gets crafty. I made 2 sun bunnies and gave them to my granddaughters for Easter. That's pretty darn awesome, if you ask me. And that's one of the things that warms my heart, and it's one of the things I ask for. I will teach you whatever you'd like to make in a sun bunny or a somebody form, including dogs, which I don't like to do, but I would. And right now we're going through the menagerie, which is mostly wild animals and farm animals and things like that. And I will do that because of the love in the crochet stitching that goes into it. You put that love in there and you send that animal out, that some bunny out, and it's so full of love, it just can't help but spill over the person you give it to, so that they undoubtedly know that somebody loves them. And that's why I do it, because this world needs so much. Oh, geez, what the world needs now is love. Anyway, we do really need it now. Okay. Mom decided to chat. Okay, Jennifer, you take care of your mom while you have her. One of the most important people in your life. All righty then, let's get started. I am Miss C. Welcome to Miss C's Cottage, the home of the Sun Bunny. Today is Wacky Wednesday. It is my Happy Mail Day. And I also have a couple other things to show you. So before we open up the mail, do I have a piglet? Have you done a piglet? No, I haven't done a piglet. You mean Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, Dawn? I think I have a pattern, though. Was that what you'd like to do? I have been working on the gumball blanket that Dawn, there's so many Dawns on, that Dana has chosen to be the blanket for the Mountain States Children's Home. And it is so fun. You start out and you go across and you make a loop, and you go across and make a loop, and then you come back a couple rows, and then you do 3 rows of loops, which just a piglet. No, I haven't, but I'll look up one for you. This is supposed to be done in double crochets like this, and the only single crochet row is your loop row. But did Miss C read it right? No, she did not. So she has rows and rows and rows of single crochet, which the next section she's going to fix. But once you get all 3 rows, then you come back with another row of single crochets and take this loop and put it, you take the middle loop and put it through the bottom loop. And then you take the top loop and put it through the middle loop. And then you hook it up here. And then you do a little bit more of the orange, and then a couple rows of white, and then you start out and you do the same thing in a different color. So you need 2 skeins of white and a skein each of 6 different colors for this portion of it. And it's really fun to do. It goes really quickly, and it will go a whole lot quicker for me because it's double crochets. And it's interesting, it keeps your interest, because every 3rd or 4th row, whatever it says, is your loop row. There's Froggy. Thank you, Jessie, for reminding people I'm not a saint. No, yeah, I think you have to have 2 miracles, documented miracles, to become a saint, but I'm far from it. I try to be my best for him who saved me, but no saint. Okay, so that's one of the things that I'm working on. The other thing is I'm making a market bag that Sanita was working on. And I've got oops, I had it twisted. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10 rows. And then I'm going to use this one, which has this color in it, and do, I think, 8 or 10 rows in the center. And then go back to this to finish it off. And then I'll use this one for the handles and the top. I think it's going to come out really pretty. This is my third one. I have another one out in the car that I've been working on when Elmo takes me places. And it's a purple one. And I'm going to do that for my niece. My niece is the only one in my family that likes crochet. She crochets. Candy Elsley is here. Welcome. And there's my Michael. How are you doing today, sweet pea? Can you feel all the love coming your way? Oh, let's see. And there's Dawn Aaron. Welcome in, Dawn. Your family's still here? Boy, this has been a nice long visit for you, hasn't it? You are so blessed to have family come and visit you. Wasn't going to ask anymore next time. I send stuff UPS. Went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and they haven't rolled out the sale in your district yet. They did in Lake City. Let's see what I missed. KK, you should get your box tomorrow, I think, KK. 2 of them. But, you know. Okay, I think I'm good. Marlene Young, welcome in, Marlene. And there's Gabrielle. Welcome in, Gabrielle. Nice to have you at the cottage today. Dawn and Dawn. Oh, double trouble. And Sherry Knowles is at the cottage. And Shirley Bain. Sherry Knowles and Shirley Bain. You guys mix me up. Can't stay. You're sitting in a doctor's office. You take care of business. And when you're done, you can always come back. You like it? I think it's a fun blanket. I think it's going to be really pretty. But the next section I'm doing in double crochets and not single crochets, because I won't have to put 6 rows in to make them fit. I just have to put in 2 rows. And that will make that blanket go even faster. And I'll tell you what, I went to Hobby Lobby. Elmo took me yesterday because he needed to do some stuff. And he said, would you like to ride along? And I said, no. And he said, yes, you're going out for your daily dose of vitamin D on your arm. So I said, okay, I'll go. Hey, there's Rita and Denise E. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, single crochet. I don't mind doing a row of single crochets when you only do 4 and chain 12 and 4 and chain 12. That's. Have you, Rachel? I really like this one. Okay, so Elmo took me to Hobby Lobby in Lake City, and Lake City's not a very big place, but I did get some yarn, some second chance yarn, and this one is in dark pine, which is really, really pretty. It's my favorite color, I think, the dark green, because it looks so good with my eyes. And then I got 2 Yarn Bee Glowings in Twilight Sonata. They're only 198 yards, so I had to get 2 of them to make a bunny, if I wanted to make a bunny. But it's a really pretty variegated yarn. So I got 2 of those, regularly $5. Like they're $1.24. And I told the lady, I said, I am embarrassed to buy this yarn. I spent $25. And I said, I am embarrassed to buy all of this on sale yarn. I feel like I should leave it for someone else who needs it more. But I am Miss C, and I live in Miss C's cottage, and I make some bunnies and give them to people who need to know that somebody loves them. And if I can find yarn on sale, I'm ahead of the game. So she said, go for it. I did. So I have soft stitch, regularly $5 for $1.24. This one has 210 yards. This will eke out a nice gray bunny. But this one is called Blue Air, and it's actually a blue gray. So I like that one. Then these little ones are called Comfy Classic, and this is in pine, regularly $3.99 for 99 cents. That's how I only spent $25. This has 150 yards. It is pine, and it is 48% viscose, 30% polyester, and 22 nylon. It's not the best. It is very soft. I don't know how it will wear. I think it's going to make great bunnies. I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this a pine? No, there were 4. I got 4 of those, and they had it in ocean water, which will, I think, coordinate really well. This is just, whoops, this one's just a little lighter than this one. And then they had it in white also. I got 3 of those. And they had it in black. So I got 3 blacks. So I have 4 of the pine and 3 of the ocean water and 3 of the white. And I thought that would make a really pretty blanket. And then I got a lot of fun stuff too, of course. They marked some of their notions down. Let me make sure I got everything out of here. I think so. But it was fun. The one in Gainesville, it hasn't marked theirs down yet. They have to wait for corporate to give them the okay. Yeah, Rebecca, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, because, and we just happened to be there when the girl was marking it down. So I think it was a God thing. I got, these are normally 99 cents, but they're 49. They were 49 cents. And I don't know whether you can see what it is. If I do that, it's a 4x4 ruler. It's a little square. It's a little 4x4 square. So if you're working on a hat, or if you're working on your gauge, it's clear. You can see right through. It's got these pretty little flowers and a couple bumblebees on it. If you are working on granny square, you've got a nice square to work on. And I got 3 of these, so I thought maybe somebody else might like one in a giveaway. And then I found these really cute little scissors, and they were $4.49, and I got them for $1.12. I think they're just cute little snips. And I mean, how can you pass it up for $1.12, right? And then they had this, it's just a plain plastic zippered pouch with faux leather and little flowers and bumblebees, regularly $4.49 for $1.12 again. But it's got a really nice zipper, and this side has the flowers, and this side is clear. But Pink, pink, pink. So I can't give it to Dawn Erin because that's not a color that she likes. So I don't even like to mention it in her presence. Blink. She thinks she calls it blink. Okay. I think the time has come to open up the Happy Mail from Dory Did It. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. What am I doing here? Dory Did It. Let's find out what Dory did, huh? I don't know what this is. I don't think I know what this is. I am cutting through a folded over section. And you can see there's still, this is the rest of the stuff. Yarn. Ah! Tweed indeed. Oh man, I love tweed. This tweed indeed. It is a 4-weight yarn. It's a lovely 4-weight. And it's got the little speckles in it. You can see a speckle right here. See all the colors in it? It makes up the cutest bunnies. This green bunny is going to look like it's been out in the meadow playing with the flowers and picked up all the petals. That's pretty darn cool. I love it. I love it. The tweed. If you've got any tweed, please make your next bunny out of tweed. Pictures of Dawn in pink. I'll bet she hates that. Rachel started at 18. I think 18 is a better beginning than number 3 because number 3 we had some problems with the audio portion of it. You know what, Rachel? If you don't want to do the bunnies, you can do this gumball blanket. It's we're trying to make 30 of them for Dana by October because she donates to the Mountain States Children's Home in Colorado, and they're doing this is TL Yarn Crafts. Tina from TL Yarn Crafts, she donated this pattern to make up for the children, and Dana talked to me about some bunnies, and so if you weren't here when I did it, I did put out a request for you to, if you are making the Some Bunnies, to please make at least one for the children's home. You can send it to me and I'll send them out, or you can send it, you can go online on Dana's channel and find out the address and send it right to the children's home. Whatever, you can send it to Dana. She'll drop them off. She's out that way. But if you'd like to do that gumball, you go to TL Yarn Crafts. And I don't know if it's on her channel or in her Ravelry thing, but it's a $5 pattern normally. But if you go in and you are going to make one on the honor system, if you're going to make one for Mountain States Children's Home, when you get to checkout, you put in the code word gumball, and then you get the pattern for free. And they know you're going to make one and send it. All right, let's get back to where we are. It was only $25, but a lot of that yarn was the last that I showed you, the pine and the ocean and the white and the black. They were just 99 cents a skein, which is, I think, is pretty good. Okay, Dory did not disappoint. And there's something else in here. Oh, look at this one. This is so summery. This is one of those Sashka bracelets. I love them. And they just roll right on your hand. And they're perfect. They fit everybody. And if you have a wider wrist, they have a extended 8 size. And you buy enough of them, they're like $5 a piece or $6 a piece. Not very expensive at all for being so darn beautiful. I absolutely love it. Green ain't me. Wow. You know, maybe that's what it was. Dory, did you say green ain't me? And I said it's me. And you said, okay, I'll send it. And I say, okay, do. Is that how I got this? Huh? You notice. Whoops, wrong shoulder. I got to keep this shoulder up. I'm getting dropped shoulder. I don't know. Maybe it's because I sit this way and crochet. I don't know. But anyway, this is beautiful. I love this green. This has 180 yards, so it will take 2 of them. It's 46 acetate, 46 cotton, 6 viscose, and 2 polyester. Takes a 5mm. And she hit the sale because it was $6 and she got it for $1.50. So see, when you make it to the sale, you can afford to buy a lot and then gift it to others. Does anyone know in general if hospital NICU? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they will, Antoinette Iacovetti. They will accept them. You probably will need to go to talk to the nurse at the NIC unit and verify that first, and then let them know when you've got some ready to call them and let them know this is Nicole. And I'm bringing in some bunnies today. Will there be someone there to accept them? And my hospital in Gainesville, Elmo just drives me up to the drop off, and we tell them, we're going to be there around 2:00, and they have somebody down there waiting with a cart to accept them. Yeah, I don't know, probably, I don't know how many bunnies I've donated to the hospital, but yes, they do accept them. They like to hold on to the ears. Ears are, let's see if I have an ear handy here. I'm just starting an ear. Wait, here's an ear. They'll hold on to this part of the ear, and it feels like the umbilical cord. With the texture on it, feels like the umbilical cord, and they'll put them right in the little beds with them, and you'll see them hanging on. It's pretty cool when you know somebody that can't even walk or talk is appreciating the work that you put into something. That's pretty cool. Hey, Javies, how are you today? Kimberly Otterson? Is that Otterson? Sometimes those AUs, see, you get when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, so it should be Adderson, but when it's AU, it's usually Otterson. Oh boy. Otterson. Okay, I like that. Otterson. That's a cool name. Is that Austrian? Okay, enough about me. We've used up half the time. What about you? What are you guys working on today? Hello, Carol. Welcome in. Regina Provenzano. Welcome in, Regina. Welcome to the cottage. I just have water today. I didn't bother making any coffee, and too close to lunch, I think all the other stuff's gone. But you're welcome to some
Can you hear me, Missy?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you on StreamYard, but I couldn't hear you on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think I'm back now. Read your lips. Dory, your lips go.
Can you hear her?
Okay.
Okay, good. Yay.
Thank you.
All right. Hi,
I
guys.
love you.
Love you too.
Am I
I'm going to
supposed
go
to
back
do
to my.
something?
No,
Am I
you're
supposed to?
okay. I'm just going to drop off because I got to eat my sandwich.
Okay.
But
I
I'll
didn't
be
know
in
if
the
I
back.
was supposed to do something today and you were going to help me, or I get confused on days.
No, only Sundays.
Sundays. Okay. We're
Yeah.
good then.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll see
Love
you in
you.
a minute. Love you too. Bye, guys.
Bye, sweet pea. She's a love. Boy, oh boy. This is Wacky Wednesday. You never know what you're going to get when you come to Miss C's cottage. Jaxie, are you here? Woo! Jax is in the house. I'm so glad you're here. Did you see the blanket I'm working on, Jax? Queen Jaxie. It is the gumball blanket by TL Yarn Crafts. And you make all these loops, and then when you get the 3 made, then you loop them together and you do a faux cable, and then you got 2 more rows of white, and then you start a different color, and you wind up with a blanket with 6 different colors. It is so pretty. There's a picture of the blanket. So pretty. And they tell you to use 2 skeins of white and 1 skein each of 6 different colors. And you can choose whatever colors you want. I'm going to do this one in the recommended colors, but then I'm going to do one, I think, in different shades of blue and different shades of browns. It's like the Jacob's Ladder. Yes, you're right. And, oh, you're at a conference call at work. Shh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. It's like a Jacob's Ladder, but you can use any color you want. So I'm going to do shades of brown and shades of blue and cream instead of the white, and do it more beachy looking. And then maybe I'll do it in, I don't know, pinks and purples and greens or something, 2 colors of each with the white. But I think you could do it in any color you chose. You know, you could make it a scrap blanket, maybe. I don't know. I am using no, I use Premier Basics DK, the 3 lightweight, in the color orange, or as Mimi says, orange. And this has 306 yards in it. And this is what I have left at this point. This is what I have left. So I think I'm just going to make it across, getting um, getting that last single crochet where the loop's attached. And then I'm going to have to go back to a white. But I have green, and this is Premier Basic, and it's not turkey, it's fern. And then I have one in navy, and I have one in, I don't know what this is. I'm not even sure what kind of yarn it is. Doesn't have a yarn ball. Then I have one in yellow, which is a light 3 in the color yellow. And then I have this one, which is a turquoise. And this one has been caked. So it's probably something fancy. I don't know what that is. But I think it's going to be really pretty when I get it done. And like I said, it's double crochets, and the only single crochet row is when you make your loops or when you tuck your loop, secure your loop at the top. And Nessa's here. Cynthia King is here. And Stephanie is here. You know, I was kind of down this week. Some things have happened over the weekend, and even though it's hard to explain because even things far away can be so close to your heart. And I know that happiness is a choice, and I choose to be happy. I choose to be joyful every day that God makes. And I wake up on this side of the green, and my thumbs work, and I can crochet for others. That makes me happy. But there are some times when you're sitting there crocheting along, not thinking about your stitches because it's a stitch that you've done forever and you don't really have to think about it. You can put classical music on, or you can watch a TV program, or sit in silence, whatever you choose to do. And this wave will come out of the blue and just grab you and pull you into the undertow. And you can't do anything but just sit there and grieve for 10 or 15 minutes. And then you get up. You don't live in that grief. You get up and you move on. But in the beginning, it's really, really tough, and it really pulls you under. As time goes by, the waves aren't so strong, and you are stronger. So maybe it only takes 2 minutes to think and grieve, and then you can get up and go on. The important thing is not to live in the grief, is take your time, do it right, and then get up and live again. It is a choice. Realized I almost missed you. Well, Suzanne, I'm glad you didn't. Dealing with health and medical stuff, it is really difficult, Nessa. I'm 77, guys. I've told you that before. And my ears don't work as well as they did. My eyes don't work as well as they did. My neck doesn't. I have a shoulder that droops. My thumbs are a catastrophe. My hips and knees and my ankles are all cattywampus. Yep. You just have to just float in that rogue wave until you can swim again. And then you start swimming and breathing and you're good to go again. But sometimes it just takes you and you're not expecting it. It just comes out of nowhere and grabs you. And it's like, whoa, I didn't think that was going to happen after 14, 15 years. Oh, Antoinette, I'm good. I'm good. It's just, sometimes little things all hit you at one time. And it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's not all the straw that he's carrying, because he's carrying as much as he can. It's just that one little thing that puts him on his knees. And I'm beginning to see that being on my knees is one of the best places to go. Michael, we love you beyond all that you know. There's so much love out here on the street for you. You can't even begin to know it all. Just your demeanor, your calmness, your patience, your love, the way you conduct yourself, the knowledge that you have, your thirst for knowledge, and your passion for the Afghan stitch. It amazes me, and it makes me love you more. There's Faith Louise. Hello, Steve. You can't live in the grief, no, because it just drags you down and under. You want me to have it done? You finally got one. Yeah, there's a lot involved in that, but it's really, really important, especially if you, I don't know how old you are, Nessa, but once you're over 50, it's really important that you have everything checked, especially now with all the chemicals and additives and preservatives that they put in food. None of those chemicals are natural to our body. And so, you know, if they don't stay in the body and cause us problems in other organs, they leave the body and they cause us problems in that area. So, it's good. I never went to the doctor because I never was sick. I have my tonsils, I have my adenoids, I have my appendix, I have my liver, I have my gizzard, I had my what is that thing over here on the gallbladder? I have that. I have everything. But I'm thankful that I've been blessed with good health. But my problem with the mammogram. I didn't go and didn't go and didn't go. When I did go, he said, you got problems. So we said, okay, take care of it. And he did, and now I'm good again. But that's the first time that I've ever had anything that uh, was anyway untoward. Actually, I mean, I get migraine headache, or did. 21-point check. What was that about oil? Change oil. Michael, I love you so much. Oh, you can't, you can't, you didn't cause it, Rebecca, and you can't fix it. So you just have to go to the people who can and trust in the Lord to send you to the right people and have them do the right thing. I had to go for a 6 months checkup for skin cancer because I have had a couple skin cancers. And they took off a couple spots up here and froze a spot here and a spot over here. And so there was a new employee there. Dr. Laura's my favorite. She's just a delight. But this new fellow was in there. He's 6 years in the Navy, and he maybe he was Marine. I don't know because he fought in Afghanistan, but he's studying now to be a physician's assistant. And he's a very nice looking kid, and just got married 7 months ago. And so I said to him, Ryan, maybe you can tell me who's the coolest doctor at the hospital? He's like, the coolest doctor at the hospital? I don't know. I said, the hip doctor. he didn't know what to say to me because here's this old woman sitting there getting cut into small pieces, and I'm talking about the hip doctor. He's like, oh, okay, Dr. Joke. So I don't know I don't know, but he's a cutie. So I understand that, Cynthia, about changing tubes after you do the one. All right, let's see, where else are we? Scarf with your Addy, then crochet the ends. Yes, I think that's the best way to do. I have a Centro. I have a Centro, and it's only 40 pins. So it will make a child size hat, but it won't make an adult hat. But I can do scarves on it, and they come out very nice. And I do like to crochet the ends on those too. Don't know what, Michael, but I'm sending you all the love and light. Michael lost his mother over the weekend. She had dementia for several years and she passed this weekend. So that's why we're loving on Michael. Well, see, Nessa, you need to really be careful about that. And, that's an extra thing that you might have to do. Yep, Jennifer, that's right. It all begins to catch us. Wow, is this National Get Your Colonoscopy Month or something? You needed to come join the live. Yeah, you can do the other later. I like my Centro, but like I said, it's a 40 pin, so it although there is a channel out of maybe Australia, but she does lots and lots of things with her uh, knitting machine, chickens and bunnies, and because you can do a bunny body out of it. The scarves do come out pretty. I learned also how to change color in there, and so one of them is a gray, and it's got a thin black stripe, and then a thicker black, a little bit of gray, and a thicker black stripe, and a little bit of gray, and then a thin black stripe, and it came out so pretty. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Vixen. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Denise, for loving on my Michael. That boy is my boy. He's mine. He's my grandson, and he's Koala Knits. Maybe that's the one. You think? Is that the one? If anyone, if your family has a history of any disease, anything, it's important that you let your doctor know about it so that he can do necessary tests on you so that you don't get it. Or if you have the same things, because it's a genetic thing, that they catch it early enough to get rid of it for you. Michael's awesome. So did I get some clearance? Yes, I did. I only spent $25, Sanita, but that was because a lot of the yarn that I got was $1 a skein. But I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 13 skeins of this yarn. Comfy Classic. I got 4 in pine, I got 3 in ocean, I got 3 in black and 3 in white. And they were regularly $4. I got them for 99 cents. So that's 75% off. And that's about it. I got a couple skeins of glowing, which I really don't care for this glowing. I'll have to tell you that. It's acrylic and polyester, and I don't like the polyester in it. It has a little bit of halo. I don't know whether you can see the halo on there or not, but it's kind of silky. It's a nice weight. Let's see if I can do this. It's a nice weight yarn. It's a nice 4. This is called Twilight Sonata. They want you to use 5.5 millimeters, I guess, because of the halo on it. It's 198 yards, so you could make a cat or maybe a zebra. You could do a zebra out of this. That would be a pretty zebra. Because you need extra if you're going to do the long bunny ears. But a zebra, you use different color for the feet. different color for the mane and a different color for the tail. So you'd only need the 100. This is almost 200. It's 198 yards. So you could get by with it with this yarn. And then I got one soft stitch, which I wish they had more of this. This is a 4-weight yarn. 210 yards. There again, you'd have to change colors for feet and ears probably on this. But it's a $5 yarn, and I got for $1.24. And it's called Blue Air. So pretty. It's 100% acrylic, and it is soft. It smells so good. And then the last one I picked up was my green. This is called Dark Pine. $6.99. Second chance yarn, $1.74. $7 to $1.74. You cannot lose. So I think there is another Hobby Lobby in Gainesville, which I don't like to go to, and there's another one down in Ocala, which is about an hour away. I'm going to finagle Elmo to drive me down there one day, but I learned a lesson. You need to call them first and ask them if they are putting their dye lot yarn on sale, their odd dye lot yarn on sale, because the employees don't know until they get their packet of information from corporate. They don't know until the day. So there's no sense running down there or over there. Even if it's around the corner, it'll save you a trip. But, if you're going to go a half an hour or an hour away, there's no sense in doing that on a day that, every day till they do it. Just give them a call. Oh, you moving, Rita? Where are you moving to? It may not, JB's, but this is the time of the year that they're going to do it. So, it could be any day. You need to call them every morning when they open and say, is today the day? Who is 55 this month? Rita, okay. Okay, did Michael tell us how old he was? Does it smell burnt? No. No, it doesn't smell burnt. Burnt pine. This smells good. I think it's so funny that Blue Air. No, it's not smoke. It smells good. Whenever Bag a Day gets yarn, she always smells it. Dollar a skein. Wow, I need my personal shopper to keep an eye out for me so I can get it to me in Norway. Oh, I could always get some extra and send it to you, Rita, if I can find it again. Annual rotation for colonoscopies, and the pill has made it so much easier and faster. Oh, I think my first one, it's 1 o'clock and I need to go. My first one was, they give you the gallon jug and they say, fill this up full of water and pour this stuff in there and drink it. It's like, oh, it was awful. 47 in August. Oh, really? Michael. I'm 77. My son will be 57 in November, and you'll be 47 in August. I could be mom instead of grandma, but Oma's good. I like Oma. Okay. Need to run. I need to run too, Nicole. So, God bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine on you and hide you in the shadow of his wing until whatever tempest in your life is overpassing you. And may he give you peace while you are there. And I will see you to sit and knit on Friday. And remember, somebody loves you, and so do I.